In part 2 of this tutorial, you'll create 2 more pages for the storybook and some buttons. So create a new movie clip symbol and call it Hill Page with a capital H and a capital P. Check the Export for Actionscript button to create a class for this symbol. Click OK when the pop-up warning shows up. And now we're going to create a new second scene inside the Hill Page symbol. Follow the same steps as you did for the start page, and you can reuse some of the items from the library that you've already created. Use separate layers for the background, the hill, the clouds and the character, and you can simply just reshape some of the objects that you've already drawn or redraw them from scratch. Place an instance of the cat symbol on the stage in the Hill Page by dragging it out from the library. Resize it using the free transform tool, and in the property inspector give the cat an instance name of cat with a small c. Return to scene 1 and create a new movie clip symbol, and this time call it Pond Page. Check the Export for Actionscript box as usual and make sure that the class is exported for Actionscript. Click OK when the pop-up warning shows up. In the Pond Page symbol, create a scene where that looks like a pond, obviously, and reuse the symbols from the library where you can, and separate the content on the layers with a background layer, a layer for 2 stones, some water, a hill on the side, and your cat symbol. Place an instance of the cat symbol on the stage and make sure that it is on the cat or character layer. Resize it again using the free transform tool and give the cat symbol an instance name of cat with a small c. So you can see a pattern here. Each time you're inside a different symbol, you've got to give your character a different instance name. Return to scene 1, and next we're going to create some buttons for this. So create a new symbol, and instead of movie clip, this time from the drop-down menu, select button type. Call it Hill Button, capital H, capital B, and tick the Export for Actionscript box to export the class. Click OK to create the class. Create a button of your own design. It should have up, over and down states so that there will be interactivity when the user rolls over it. You can create something simple such as the word hill against the background with an arrow pointing left. Duplicate the hill button or create another new button called pond button. Follow the same steps and make sure you export for Actionscript and create up, over and down states for this button as well. In this case you can just use the word pond against the background with an arrow pointing right. Go back to double click on the start page symbol in your library and place an instance of the hill button on the stage on the left side. Give the button an instance name of Hill Button with a small h, and then follow the same steps for the pond button. Place an instance of the pond button on the stage and give it an instance name of Pond Button, small p, capital B. If you want to control any symbols in Flash, you've got to give them instance names to be able to control them from Actionscript.